Neiman Marcus Group announced today it is filing for bankruptcy protection.
It is the first major department store group to do so during the coronavirus pandemic, and experts believe it's going to be a rough road for retailers trying to come out of the pandemic alive.
Earlier this week, we spoke with Jerry O'Brien, the executive director of UW's Kohl's Center for Retailing Excellence, about what the pandemic could change for shoppers.
Well, that's a big question. I think it'll depend on what type of retail we're discussing, but additionally, we can count on it's just going to be a permanent change. There'll be a new normal, I would say.
Do you think for a lot of stores, this situation is just speeding up the inevitable? It seemed like a lot of stores were already sort of on the brink and already struggling before the pandemic hit.
Yeah, I do think we're going to see some stores that didn't go into this in a strong position fail coming out of it. They didn't have the backup or the customer support that they needed going into this, and certainly this isn't going to help anybody get stronger.
How do you think the shopping experience is going to change for customers in the future?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a new approach in general from both the customers and then as the retailers try to support what the customers are asking for. So I think our sales floors will probably reduce. We'll stock less merchandise in front of customers and make it more of a display area. I think grocery stores will continue to see a lot more pickup and delivery than they did prior to the event. So I don't think it'll ever go back to where it was. But I think a lot of the changes could be real positive for the customers because it's going to be very important for a retailer to differentiate themselves and find a way to surprise you to get you to come back.
Yeah, that's true. But what about the struggle to hire staff when this is all over? It's already been difficult with online shopping and how popular that is. How are stores going to be able to rehire a staff?
Well, I think part of it will depend on how quick the rest of the economy bounces back. So obviously our unemployment's significantly higher than it was before. So we can look at that. The stores are going to have to first convince potential employees that they're a safe place to work. And that's a big concern for a lot of people right now. So there'll be a lot of new processes put into place to make the employees feel that they are protected, that they have the gear and the distancing they need to do their job. I also think there's going to be a separation a bit of employees where we'll have some employees that are much more focused on the customer-facing part and other employees that are much more tasked, like filling those online orders or those pickup orders.
Do you think that the demand will return from customers?
Well, I think we're still going to need things. So we're still going to need food. We're still going to need clothing. So I certainly don't think that, this is the end of that. Having said that, I do think people are reconsidering their amount of consumption and their type of consumption. And I certainly think the environmental and the waste concerns will do nothing but grow.
Well, there are some positives coming out of this, as you pointed out. Are there others that you see in this scenario?
Well, I think that, first off, yes, an awareness of consumption is a positive. I think that the retailers that survive this are going to be so focused on providing an experience to customers to get them back that customers will benefit from that there'll be just a new surge in how can I connect with you in the way you want to be connected with.
Interesting times, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry, thanks for being with us today. Great insight, and stay safe.
All right, you too.
Thank you
very
Jerry.
much.